So, 1 second.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, in constraint nodes, can you explain us what is class 0, class 1, class 2, sir?
Yes, in the RFC 7228 that we have, the three categories are defined based on the availability of the memory. Basically, that's what we are basically looking at. How much, what is the space in which you can store the program and how much RAM you have. So the three classes are just classified based on only those requirements. Okay, so I'll just share that screen 1 second. RFC7. This is the original RFC. I'll just share 1 second. I don't know how many. Just give me a second. I don't know who's calling. Okay, that was somebody trying to sell me a credit card. Okay, anyway, yeah, RFC. Just 1 second. I'll share that with you. This is the original document. Can you see it on the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is the IETF RFC 7228, and you can see these are the people who initiated this from Nokia and Ericsson, and you will find here at the bottom that we are talking about constraint nodes of three types. This is what they have roughly indicated. Class 0, less than 10 KB of RAM and less than 100 KB of flash storage. So a lot of your small boards will be like this. The node MCUs and all those things will become class 0 type. Class 1 type have the RAM which is available will be around 10 KB and approximately 100 KB of flash size. This will roughly be like something like MSP 432 and stuff like that. And if you have around 50 KB and 250 KB, you have the class 2 type constrained devices. And beyond that, we kind of consider that they are kind of like full-fledged computer kind of things. Okay, so these are the three things. Do you want this document to be put in the chat box? I can do that if you want. Have you downloaded this thing?
No, sir. We don't have this document, sir.
I'll just share it in the link. Okay, this is a actual RFC document. Just put it here. It will be an interesting read. I'm not going to ask questions on this like from this in the exam, but it will be a good thing to know what kind, how these things are actually done, right? So, what are the technical documentation? How do they write that? It's about 7 years old, but still kind of relevant. Okay. So, if time permits, please have a look at this. It's roughly about 13 to 14 pages. The rest of it is references and other things. So, just have a read. It's not very difficult for you to understand also. Okay. So, I mean, like, does it answer the question, or I mean, like, you have any other follow-up queries on this?
So, sir, looking at the PDF which you had sent, sir, there's a big definition, sir, which states actually about some flash processing and all that also.
That flash is what we are talking about as the storage. The program is basically the flash.
Okay.
So RAM is something which will be there in the buffer. So, and the size of the flash will decide how much big the code is going to be in the how much big code you can put onto the board. You must have seen this like when you were programming Arduino or something like that. You must have seen that it will just list 96% of the space used or 50% of the space used. Did you see that when it was kind of uploading?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes. So like, if the program is extremely large, you will see that it will not fit into the board. So that is why you specify the board size also, which will tell you how much is the largest program that you can load onto it, and how much is the buffer that you can have for RAM. So all those things are important to know. So that is there. Okay. Any other questions?
Not really, sir. No.
So I'll just recap regarding the Viva exams that we are going to have. I have scheduled the Viva. 1 hour will be spent in evaluating only 4 students, so that you have sufficient time to answer the questions and the rest of it. Because it's worth 20 marks, so we need to spend sufficient amount of time doing this. So I'll be asking you around 5 questions, and that will be common to all the students. So nobody will get lesser number of questions or more number of questions. You will have a fixed set of questions. I am planning to ask 5 questions as such, okay, for each of the student, and you will have a fixed amount of time in which to answer. Evaluation will be based on your answers, obviously, and I will be asking you questions on the portions we have covered so far. And for the exam that you are going to have tomorrow in AUMS, it's going to be multiple choice and not descriptive in any way. So there will be no descriptive type questions in tomorrow's exam. Okay, and the duration of the exam is going to be 1 hour exactly. So please log in on time and complete the exam as quickly as possible. Also, there will be no going back. It will be like sequential access, so you will not be able to go back and forth among questions. Okay, that instruction will anyway come when you are kind of starting the test. So just be careful with that part. Okay, and there will be 30 questions for a total of 90 marks. I will scale them down to 10. Right? Okay, so and the review schedule already I have posted, and I hope nobody has got any issues with the review. So not review, the Viva schedule. So Viva schedule, I don't think anybody has any problem. So I think we will stick to that. If you have any questions, please go ahead. Today is the last class before the exam.
Sir, one more, sir. I have a doubt. So, sir, looking at the communication criteria, sir, for an IoT device, sir, all these are kind of generalized, sir, like range, frequency, band. They are commonly understood, sir. So, is there specific thing which you will expect from us when we give the answer, or is it generalized? Like we can speak in a generalized manner also.
No, it's going to be multiple choice only, so there is no way to
I'm talking
generalize
about
it.
Viva, sir. I'm talking about Viva, sir.
Viva can be subjective. I'll consider accordingly.
Okay, sir.
If you are anywhere in the ballpark, I will award you the marks. So
Yeah,
no
sir,
issues.
because these are kind of generalized, sir. Look,
Correct,
even
I understand.
reading through it.
There could be multiple correct answers for the same problem. I understand that, yes.
Yes, sir.
Like, for example, you can use LTE for communicating within 10 feet also. It works. And you can do it for 50 kilometers also.
Yeah.
So either answers could be correct in that sense, yes.
Sure, sir.
I get that. So no issues. I will not be, if you are kind of approximately correct, I will consider that also.
Sure, sir.
Any other questions? Okay, so there are no 42 people. Okay. So if there are any 4 more questions, I'll be willing to take it. Otherwise, we can break now. And you can
Sir,
join.
it's not about the subject, sir.
Go ahead.
Sir, if in the end semester, if we had the time to be included with the exam, it will be easy, sir. Viva. If we include with the exam.
Yeah, that's what we also kind of expect. I think the last year it was like this. I mean, like you had an exam and then you had 1 or 2 days break where the Viva was conducted and then you went again.
Yes, sir. Even in the last semester, we didn't have the enough time to complete Viva for the entire class, sir.
Yeah, this
If
is like at least for you people, you have to be present only for the time when the Viva is there. I have to sit the entire day. No?
yes,
I
sir,
am common
it's
across all
difficult for
55
you
people.
also, sir.
Yeah, so that is like because I have other regular classes also. I have to take class for final years. I have to take class for MTechs. I have to sit in project reviews, then come for your Viva. So I'm like working nearly 17, 18 hours a day for those days. It's very hectic for us also.
We expected that they will the management will include a day for Viva, sir, after exam. But this time it again happened. Exam separate and Viva separate. It's difficult for us and both for you also, sir.
Yeah, extremely difficult. So but we have to complete it. Otherwise, if I take it in the regular time, it will extend for like 15 classes or so. No, like I can take only 4 people per class. So God knows how long it will take in that case. We have to finish it quickly also. I don't know. Maybe I'll just pass on this information to the COE office. What can be done? It's
Sir,
very
even if it's a single day, the time will be enough, sir, for midterm.
yes. I mean, like at least 1.5 day if we get, we can finish off the whole thing. But this kind of became extremely, and now everybody will be trying to fix their own Viva slots also.
We also have classes with other subjects, sir. A lot.
You have?
We also have classes with other subjects, sir. If this happens in the end semester, it will be difficult for you also, sir. That's what I try to say.
Yeah. I mean, like it's complicated for everybody now. Because it's not like I have to, like you have some people will be having first year classes, some people will be having final year classes, there will be MTech classes, PhD is there, project reviews are there. So it becomes very hectic if particular slot is not allotted to us. So what can be done? I mean, I don't have any option right now. I don't think there is any option available to us. No? In the instructions also nothing was given. No, what to do? I don't think in the exam timetable that you have got nothing is mentioned. Did you get any information on that? No.
No, sir, but I was expecting at least.
Yeah, that is true. What can be done? Comparatively, you people are less suffering than us. So, yeah,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
that is there. This Viva is coming as something on top of our regular schedule. So, and there is no. Anyway, we'll see. I'll for like this also. I will just put up your concern with this your office also. But at least this we can try to finish it quickly. So let's see how it goes.
Sir,
Any?
about the Viva, sir,
Hmm.
would the question be very broad, like explain like all the topologies you available, stuff like that, or like can you give an example of how it will be?
Maybe what you said could be there.
Okay, sir.
But I have to fix like I have to fit about 5 questions in the given time.
Okay, sir.
So it will not be very descriptive in nature.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
My aim is that I will ask you 5 questions for 4 marks each.
4 marks. Okay, sir. Okay,
So
sir.
the total of 20 marks will be the countdown. So then I can evaluate you all for five questions for 4 marks. So total 20. That will cover
Okay,
our
sir.
whole Viva.
Okay, sir. Because there's a lot of subtopics and a lot of data available, so that's why,
Correct.
sir.
So I expect some kind of a broad understanding.
Okay, sir.
Need not be specific. I will not be asking pinpointed questions. There will be some questions. I mean, some basic standards. You should know what is Wi-Fi. So at
Yes,
least
sir.
that kind of things you should be able to answer. But it's okay. I mean, like I'll not be asking you very tough questions, so don't worry about that.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Anything else? So if no further questions are there, maybe we can break now. All right. Fine, then I think we can stop now, and thank you all for attending. I wish you all the best. Do well in the exam, and